Alright, this is Christopher Fox once again. And this is a request assigned from Lily. Thank you so much. The name of this video is YouTuber who murdered his family and planned a school shooting. I think it says shooting, so I know who it is. Let's check this fucked up shit out.
Celebrities we look up to, be it actors, musicians, or more recently online influencers, we tend to put them up on a pedestal where they can do no wrong in our eyes. Therefore, It always seems to be the most shocking when a celebrity commits a crime, as they're supposed to be the pinnacle of society's ideals. However, that is of course not always the case. In today's video, we'll be looking at a celebrity murderer from the early days of online influencers and one of the original YouTubers, who helped form and cultivate the anime community on YouTube, a man by the name of Trey Sessler, or as many of you may know him, Mr. Anime. YouTube has now been around for many years, and it's grown in popularity since its humble beginnings in early 2005. It's proven to be a viable source of creative content, and for the lucky few, a way to make a living. However, back in the early days of YouTube, the concept of growing a community through regular channel uploads was fairly new.
If you guys know who Mr. Anime is, let me know in the comments below.
What it would mean to be a YouTuber. One such individual was the aforementioned Trey Sessler, who got his start on YouTube by uploading short films and skits he wrote, directed, and edited himself to his brand new channel called LensCap Productions.
God, he's a better editor than I am, though.
Branch out his content to include reviews as well as skits. These reviews mainly focused on anime, a Japanese style of animation, and Trey
I liked anime as a kid. Some of it.
Mr. Anime. However, despite how straightforward and normal Trey's online persona may have seemed, there were darker parts of his childhood that the internet had yet to find out. Trey Eric Sessler was born August 3, 1989, to Rhonda and Lawton Sessler, and their one other son, Mark. The family lived an average life in Waller County, Texas, with Lawton working at Robinson Elementary School and Rhonda working as a respected writer at the local newspaper. Neither of the Sessler boys was out of the ordinary, having been raised well by their loving parents and having a normal school life. However, Trey was definitely the quiet one out of the two. While he appeared completely average from an outside perspective, internally, unusual thoughts and plans were starting to develop in a young Trey's mind. At the age of 13, he confided in a teacher that he had made plans to call the cops to his house one night with the complaint of seeing the shadow of a person loitering around his window. He would then sneak away and hide in some nearby bushes before jumping out with a baseball bat, clobbering the police officer, and stealing their firearm. With the firearm secured, Trey then planned on driving to a friend's house with the intent of shooting and murdering him.
Oh my
God. To say
God.
this alarmed Trey's teacher would be an understatement, and he was quickly taken in for psychiatric evaluation. However, the incident was eventually dropped by the police and the psychiatrist, neither of whom believed there was anything actually wrong with Trey. It was in Trey's later teenage years that he would solidly develop the interests that would go on to shape his future, namely film work, anime, and firearms. In September of 2006, a little over a year after its creation, Trey debuted his YouTube channel and began uploading. The skits he uploaded to his channel were created with the help of his friends, as well as his family, such as his father or brother, and the internet soon took a liking to the quirky and endearing videos Trey put together. His channel didn't begin to explode until roughly a year later, though, as that was when Trey adopted his Mr. Anime persona and gave honest and straight-to-the-point anime reviews. These reviews not only skyrocketed the popularity of Trey's channel, garnering him 1 million views in just 2011, which was incredibly impressive for the time, but it is also largely credited for the rise of anime content on YouTube, which now dominates the site. This truly made Trey a bona fide YouTuber and one of the original creators who helped make the site the international phenomena it is today. However, as time passed, and Trey uploaded one video after another to his channel, soon surpassing a total of 300 videos, small signs of Trey's waning mental state began to slip into his videos. Trey had been interested in firearms from a young age, and when he was old enough, he would end up purchasing quite a few.
Guns should be illegal in this fucking state.
In the comedy skits he uploaded. However, Trey eventually began to upload a new kind of video to his channel, where he would give full demonstrations and reviews of his firearm collection. Any worries that might have been forming in his community's minds were quickly assuaged when Trey uploaded a video of himself talking about and mourning the rise in mass shootings that were happening at the time in correlation to a wave of layoffs happening across the country. What the community didn't know, however, was that the fantasies of murder and mayhem Trey had experienced as a child had never left, and in fact were flowing full force through his mind while he kept quiet to those around him. Trey had been living alone for much of 2011 in the house of his grandmother, who had recently passed away.
Oh man, that
this
sucks.
was largely due to the familial issues that had arisen between Trey and his dad, who were arguing over the fact that Trey had dropped out of college without a solid plan for the future. While this stress was taking a toll on Trey's mental health, he also began to do disturbing research on serial killers, mass shootings, and even going so far as to download satellite photographs of his former high school.
What'd you get for getting him a computer?
Where he made plans for how to ram his
Never know
car
what he's
into
looking
the school
up.
for maximum damage. Trey then made horrifying plans to walk into the school and kill as many people as possible with his .22 rifle, turning him into the kind of person he had once demonized on his own channel. While this was going on, the internet was in a storm over rumors surrounding Trey, including that he used his own animals and local livestock as firing targets, and that he was responsible for several fires throughout the area. His videos also began to take a turn for the worse. What were once well thought out and planned out videos soon devolved into the incoherent ramblings of someone whose mental health was slipping. Around the same time, in late 2011, Trey shared with a close friend that the situation with his father was not improving, and that he was actually planning on killing him. As arguments with his family continued, and he developed a serious issue with alcohol abuse, Trey announced that he was going to take a 2 to 3 week break from YouTube. This break ended on March 13, 2012, when Trey uploaded his 323rd video titled Mr. Anime's New Job. The video was incredibly positive, as Trey informed his fans that he had actually been sought out and offered a job by a filmmaking company, which he readily accepted. While he did sadly inform his viewers that he would have to reduce his upload schedule to compensate for his new workload, he promised that he would still regularly upload as much as he could. According to the video, life seemed like it was taking a turn for the best for Trey. However, this was tragically not the case. The entire video, which would end up being the last one ever uploaded to Trey's channel, was a complete lie. Trey stayed up binge drinking the night of March 19, 2012, just around a week after uploading his last video. In the early hours of March 20th, the following morning, Trey drove to his family home with guns in tow. He lured his mother into the garage before shooting her in the chest. He then went into his childhood home, where he shot his brother in the head before proceeding to shoot and kill his father, who had been alerted by the noise. Trey then completely trashed the house and killed the family pet.
Not for the faint of heart.
Planning on continuing his murderous rampage, Trey packed his car full of guns and 100 rounds of ammunition before driving down to his alma mater, Waller High School. In a strange and fortunate turn of events, however, Trey did not go through with his plan to shoot up the school. Instead, he simply sat in the parking lot contemplating the minimum of 70 students he wanted to kill before leaving and heading to a nearby friend's house. The police were eventually sent by the Sessler's family members to go check on them after no one had heard anything from the family, and when they arrived, they found a horrible scene. The bodies of the family were dead on the floor, and littering the walls in black marker were phrases such as, "I will never forgive myself," "I don't know why I did this," "God help me," and "God forgive me because I cannot forgive myself," all of which were written in Trey's handwriting. The police were able to track Trey down and promptly arrested him, where he would later confess everything to investigators. Trey claimed that he had killed his family so that they would never have to go through the pain of hearing about the school shooting he planned on committing. However, after he shot his father, Trey said he instantly regretted his actions, but felt that he was
it just went to his head. He couldn't do it, so he shot his parents
The
instead.
The deaths of his family was the only force that stopped him from
And
carrying
brother,
out his plan against Waller High School, narrowly avoiding taking the lives of
you guys know,
teenagers
I
and
wanted
adults. Despite
to
being in
bring it
Texas,
up.
where the death penalty was legal, Trey was controversially sentenced to life in prison. Even the chief officer at the time, Chief Rayak, explained that he understood the public's emotion toward the case and the sentencing at the time, and stated, "Is there even justice in a case like this?" Acknowledging the conflicted feelings of a crime of this nature can bring out even in the most stable individuals. Trey was sentenced to prison just 4 months after his murders in 2012 and continues to live his life in prison with no new updates about his situation. What are your thoughts about this case? Let us know
It's
down
fucked
in the
up.
comment section below.
That's what it
As well,
is.
tell us about any other cases you would like to see us cover.
I mean, this, I don't know which one is worse, him, or the other guy I reacted to, but they're both pretty bad people. But yeah, these were teenagers though, but sucks because a lot of people like these guys and turn out to be fucked up killers. But yeah, what do you think about this down below? Let me know if you know who Mr. Anime is down in the comments below. Did you watch his videos when you were younger? Let me know. So thanks for watching, guys. Take care. See you guys later. Peace.